For me, Indicator really came out of nowhere. It was a new label started a couple of years ago, and they just started straight away the way they were going to continue by bringing out classic movies or movies I'd never heard of before and just giving them the kind of treatment that most movies don't get these days. And one of the recent ones is Night of the Demon. And this was a movie that I'd heard a lot of people talking about. A lot of people were hoping that a decent boutique label were going to get this and give it the love and care that it needed. So it was obviously a much loved movie. Now, other than that, I hadn't heard of this one before. So when it was announced and announced in the package that it was getting, I was eager to jump into it, to check it out. Now, the basic story is all about an American professor that comes to the UK, John Holden, who is confronted with actual occult. Now, he's a scientist, he doesn't believe in this kind of thing, but when he meets Karswell, this man who is enriched with the occult, who strongly believes in it and kind of scoffs at people's disbelief, they kind of get a battle of wits, and you get this practical scientist who's unwilling to believe in the occult, and we have this person who knows he has this ace up his sleeve. The movie starts out with someone else who has had a run-in with Karswell, who's driving to his house panicky, asks him to stop whatever he is doing, and when Karswell just kind of like isn't interested, kicks him out of his house, the guy goes back to his house and is suddenly attacked by a giant demon who kills him. And that's when Holden comes into the movie. He's travelling there to meet with this professor as well, to have a kind of theoretical discussion about this kind of occult thing, and they get drawn into it. Now, Karswell takes umbrage to the fact that he is being maligned, put down or discredited in the scientific community, and he puts a curse on Holden that gives him a few days to get his affairs in order, and then he will die. And the rest of the movie is all about Holden coming to terms with the fact that this demon is coming for him, coming to believe that it is actually true, and then somehow trying to get out of it. It's a fairly simple premise, but there's so much more all built into this. You really do get some fleshed out characters, some really interesting characters in amongst it. I'm particularly drawn to Karswell, the man who is in the occult, and some of the just strange goings on, the way things are kind of shot, and how it doesn't really play with you. You would expect a movie like this to have a is he into the occult? Is he not? Is it real? Is it not? But it doesn't. From the opening scene, you know that this thing is real and that he is able to control it in some way, shape or form. And it's a nice just play on that. You get these interactions between Holden and Karswell. They have conversations about the occult where, that they're both kind of pragmatic in the way they're approaching the subject. And they have these nice discussions, even though they really are at loggerheads. Now, Night of the Demon was a movie that was really built up for me. I'd heard so much about it. I'd heard so many people talking on forums and things like that about how fantastic it was, that my expectations were probably too high. They weren't met. I didn't love the movie straight away. I thought it was very good, but it wasn't one that I was instantly drawn to. But it's something that now I have a measure for it. I'm looking forward to coming back and giving it a rewatch at some point. There was lots of aspects about the movie I really did like. One aspect that I'm unsure about, and that was the demon itself. I don't know if I wanted it there, if I didn't, or the way it looked at that, but I will come to terms with that pretty soon, I'm sure. Yeah. Now, this package from Indicator, number 48 in the Indicator collection, is, to put it simply, to put it mildly, this is the most complete package of a movie I have ever seen in my entire life. And I collect a lot of discs, but if you have this, you will never need to upgrade, change or whatever, because this is simply amazing. The effort that is going into this is fantastic. Now, this was released in a special package that comes with some extras, and it's also going to be released soon on just regular disc as well. Now, the reason this is so special is not just because it comes in the case or because of the two discs or the posters or the book about the movie. It's the extras that are actually on this disc. This is the most complete package because of all the extras that I'm not even going to list, because there are that many that it'd be ridiculous of me to do so. So I'll just brief point touch on some of the things that I've checked out already. There is 4 versions of this movie on the disc. You get 2 96-minute cuts and you get 2 82-minute cuts. You get American versions of both, British versions of both. It's done on a 2K restoration by the BFI, one of the 96-minute cuts anyway, the original one, and that's the one that I checked out, and it looks amazing. Now, there was an extra on here which is called Cloven in 2, a video essay exploring the different versions. Now this was a fantastic addition because it allowed me in a quick 20 odd minutes, I think it was, to really see the differences between the two movies. Now I'm really curious about checking out one of the 82-minute version ones because they've obviously cut it down to that length so they can get a double feature at some point, but they've cut out so much stuff that was pertinent, that was essential to the story, that I don't really know how it would play checking it out this version. I think in the US it was released as Curse of the Demon as well. So there is a host of extras on this disc. There are far too many to list. If you go into Amazon or that, there's a full listings of them. There are hours of material on this, and I think it's just a testament to the company of Indicator, the amount of effort, the amount of information and extras that they have scattered over this disc. It is breathtaking the amount of work that's went into this. You can just tell by the package itself, and it is a stunning looking package as well. Yes, that foldaway card that comes away just to reveal the demon of the movie. It's limited to 10,000 units. This came out, I'm sure it was limited to something like 4,000 or 3,000. It was selling super fast. They upped it to 6,000. It was selling out again. They upped it to 10,000. It's going to go soon. It's going to disappear at some point. So pick it up while you can. Well worth picking up. I can thoroughly recommend, just for the package, just to see the complete ins and outs of every movie, every aspect of it. This is the one that's going to do it for you. Highly recommended. And I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie. If you've seen it, did you love it, hate it, why? Let me know in the comment box below. And I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.